I'm going to start by sharing my own experience and my own story with the SARS in Nigeria. How they extorted money and harassed me. This 2020, let's not talk about, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. In 2020, in fact, in the midst of the coronavirus, yes, I remember when they just eased the movement and then I had to travel a road trip to my family house and all those things. I was traveling with my sister and her boyfriend and his brother. So we're traveling. On this trip, of course, I use an iPhone. My younger sister uses an iPhone as well. My sister's boyfriend uses an iPhone as well. His younger brother also uses an iPhone. So they stopped us on the road, SAS, and then they asked us to bring our phones, started opening our messages, checked our bank alerts, checked our WhatsApp, checked our Instagrams, checked our text messages. Everything was just, I'm like, what the hell did I do? This is not all. They went ahead to check our boxes, and then they also checked our clothes, started bringing out the clothes one after the other. Imagine you going on a journey. Of course, you fold your clothes properly, but then these people will bring each and every one of the clothes out, shake it, and then put it back in the box, So I was wondering what they were looking for. And at the end of the day, they saw something like an international transaction on my sister's boyfriend's WhatsApp, where he was sending a message to someone on WhatsApp. And they had seen his bank alert as well, his, of course, account balance. So what did they do? They started accusing us of different things. Some of my sister's things, like her hair, her shoe, couldn't fit into her own box, so she had to put some of the things in her boyfriend's box. So they were like, oh, why is this thing here? Why are you a female? How come this thing is in your box? She's like, they are mine. He's my boyfriend. And they're like, come on, we're not talking to you. Shut up. Why is this thing? How do we know that he didn't just kill a girl and steal her stuff? I'm like, how do these people even think? You are armed, fully armed. We are well dressed on a road trip. Nobody was looking like we were, because at this point here, using a Sienna, which is a space bus or whatever they call it, you can carry only 7 people normally, but because of the whole corona, you could carry only 5 people. So we're pretty much 4 people who knew ourselves, and then one stranger. There's a lady and a baby. So we were not looking like we were being harassed by thieves. Nobody was stealing from us in the bus. So why did you have the need to search us that much, as though we stole and then we're traveling to go and... I don't know what they were thinking. But to cut the long story short, all those things they used to say, oh, first of all, they are going to strategically position themselves in a place where we don't have reception. There's no network. You can't make any phone calls. Before you get network to make phone calls, you need to move further or backward a bit to get reception. So they position themselves strategically in those kind of places where you can't really make calls. You can't call anybody to say, oh, this is what's going on, this is where I am, so that in case of anything, they can either waste your life or make sure that you cannot reach anybody until you have left. So in that kind of situation, they had already started accusing him of fraud, started saying all sorts of things, and for them to let us go, he had to pay 150,000 naira. Yes, that was what he had to pay for them to let us go. I was upset that why did he pay? But he was like, do you want them to take me to the station and then accuse me of all sorts of things? Because already, imagine the things that they are saying. That what if I stole something from a girl, killed her and took her things? Like, they could take me there and say those things. So they had already said things back and forth. We had stayed there for over an hour and he had to pay, so we'll leave. So guys, when they say end police brutality and they say end SARS, we know what we are talking about. We know exactly what we are saying. Every one of us, definitely, if not you directly, it has been your brother or your sister or your cousin or your friend or your grandchild or your mother. Somebody has definitely had an encounter with SARS. Not just as police brutality, as it were. Anytime we see law enforcement guys, we are afraid. Like, we are just afraid. No matter how perfect, you have your papers, you have your car particulars, you have everything done, you're putting on your seatbelts, you're driving at the right speed, every single thing check, but you're still definitely going to be afraid when you see one, because they are always looking out for the wrong things rather than even protecting us. So guys, when we say NSAS, we know exactly what we are saying. I know that might be sounding foreign to you, just in case you do not know the backstory, you're not Nigerian, you don't know what's going on in our country. But in our country, 1 out of 10 of every family member, every extended family in Nigeria, has experienced or has been a first-hand victim of police brutality and oppression. So what we are saying is that they should end the oppression. They should first, of course, disband these particular people, this SAS, the anti-robbery squad. They should disband them so that they are going to stop harassing us. First of all, these people do not wear uniforms, so they look like armed robbers. And of course, they are armed because they have guns to protect us. But no, I've never seen any case in Nigeria or heard of any case in Nigeria that, they said there's an armed robbery going on here, and then SARS came and rescued us. They didn't just rescue us, but they also caught the armed robbers. No, never. They stand on the streets, on the roads every other day, and that same road, people get robbed. So how is it that they've never held any of these thieves or armed robbers? Rather, they are holding innocent people, young boys, young girls, who are trying to make a meaning out of their lives. See that the government, of course, doesn't even make jobs available for people. We try, we work, we hustle so hard to make the money that we do. So we had to create jobs for ourselves. People literally work tirelessly. Some are content creators, some are designers, web developer, fashion designers, some bake, a lot of things. Some farm just to feed. And then they make money, try to make a living, try to live their lives, try to dress well, try to enjoy their lives, buy and own the best things and the good things of this life. And then SARS will come and say, oh, you are a fraudster. I'm a fraudster. Okay, if I'm a fraudster, take me to the station, charge me to court, let me serve my term. Why do I need to pay you today and then go tomorrow and be free, and then you look for me again 2 months later to extort from me again? This is because you're not stopping me from defrauding the people who I defraud, but you just want your own gain or your own share from my fraudulent acts. How is that protection? What are they doing? Because at the end of the day, these people, they don't care about us. That's me, you, anybody. They care about themselves. They care about what they will gain when they arrest you or find you guilty of something. Even if they find you guilty, they do not arrest you. They will extort from you and let you go. So what are they there for? What exactly are they there for? That's the question I've been asking. This is so sad. I'm so proud of everyone who has gone out there to lend their voices, people who walk miles to make sure that the protest is going on, people who leave their jobs, their important things that they have to do to walk this walk for the protest. I am so proud of them. I'm not even going to lie. I'm so proud of them. I wish that even when we do something, that these people do the things that they say. That is another thing that we are afraid of. I know that in every heart of these protesters, as they are taking this walk, as they are lending their voices, as they are giving in their all, putting in their strength to make this protest work, there's still a doubt in every heart that, will these people do it? even if they say they would. Are we going to come back here again in 2021 to talk about the same issue? Is a question that every young person is asking, I am sure. Because at the end of the day, it's them. It's still them. It is still them. Lives are being lost every single day. Even the people who go out to protest, they are people's sons, daughters, sisters, brothers, aunties, cousins, relatives. They lost their lives. For what? For what? For what? For peaceful protests. I really do not know how I feel about this. I don't know how I can express. I don't know if it's anger or hurt or pain or disappointment. I really don't know which emotion to express because it is a lot. It is a lot to deal with. You know, when you are not at home in your own home, you are afraid of the people who are supposed to protect you. Then what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Guys, if you're watching this video and you're not Nigerian, I don't know if you can help us from wherever you are. I don't know what you can do for us. But at least it is out there that this is what we are going through. And we are demanding for change. We are demanding that there is a stop. We are demanding that this doesn't happen again. I have a lot of things to say, but this video is already getting too long. See clips, see people, see things, see what people are doing to make sure that people live. We are not even asking for the basic things. No. We are not asking for the basic things. We are not asking for food. We are not asking for electricity. We are not even asking for jobs in this protest. No. We don't have those things. Just so you know. We do not have those things in place. Yes, we are used to it. We suffer. We laugh. We live. We hustle. But at least, let us have our lives. Let us be able to walk freely. Let us be able to express our talents and our giftings and our skills freely and not be harassed, shot dead, brutalized, oppressed, and all sorts of things. That is what we are asking. End SARS now. End SARS now. I stand with everybody that is going out. I stand with the End SARS movement, and I stand for the end of police brutality in our country. I stand today, every day, tomorrow. So yeah, that is why I'm making this video. I sympathize with every one of you that have lost any loved one, brother,